What's going on? It's Fist. Bringing another great edition of Call of Duty for me to you, because that's what I do. Your Sunday chill edition of your favorite game, your favorite FPS. I've seen a lot of games that are out there, like, you know, Fortnite, Playergrad, PUBG, Rainbow Six, blah 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 blah. So many imitators. All the imitators. This is, I mean, look, I'm not the type of guy that goes, hey, let me go ahead and play this game just because there's nothing else out. I just can't do it. Just can't do it. I won't do it. And I wouldn't expect you to do it. I know some people are just, they like to play video games, and that's good. Go ahead. You know, but I just can't play games that either look unvisually appealing to me or don't make sense in some, I guess, fashion close to what I think a visually stimulating game should be. I mean, to be honest with you, I like to tell you a little story. So I was watching the series. I don't know if you guys ever get a chance to watch a series, but there's a series on PBS called The Vietnam War. There's 12 episodes, and they're all like 2.5 hours each. And it talks about this whole story of how and why the Vietnam War started, and, you know, why the United States was there, why we didn't leave when we should have left, why did we even get into it in the first place. And I think it was a big shock to America, second generation of, or the baby boomers, you know, the kids who were born from World War II. You know, they were born into this, like, you know, World War II people were like, never wanted their kids to see war, brought them up in this wholesome, unbelievable life, and then there's this big shock where that next generation was sent to war, and it's never was seen on TV, and color TV and television just came abroad online, and it was just so shocking. Come on, you idiots. And where the Viet Cong was, you know, they were just as family as we were, but in a different, you know, in a different way, probably not as, you know, sheltered as we were. But I just found it interesting, you know. It wasn't the big battles in Vietnam like the Tet Offensive and other battles like that. What really intrigued me were like the small battles and the battles within the Tet Offensive, and all of those small battles that could be broken down into a very visceral, shocking first-person shooter video game. I think that Vietnam War is such a rich place to build a first-person shooter off, and it's still fresh in people's memories because, you know, you have people that are grandpa, fathers who talk about it, and there's so much videos on it, and there's actual video on it, that people are more apt to relate to it. You know, where we lost a lot of Americans and it was a vicious fight. I mean, even the Korean War would be a really great time period to do a Call of Duty or a Vietnam. I think Black Ops 1 just barely scratched the surface of the Call of Duty where it should be. I think that Treyarch and the rest of the developers who are developing games can spend another 10 years on doing, you know, maybe one more World War II game, and then go to the Korea War. We could probably spend about a year there, but I think we could spend probably 2 to 3 years in Vietnam, and I think we could spend 2 to 3 years in the Middle Eastern conflicts that are going on now. There's plenty of gritty visceralness there that can be brought to the console. So I'm hoping, when I watch these videos, that if you get a chance to watch the PBS special, it's very interesting, and it's real. So if you get a chance to watch that, watch it. And then on top of that, I hope, Treyarch is going to be working on a modern warfare shooter. Just don't know which one. We'll see. When I look at the World War II game, am I really excited about it? To be honest with you, I am not excited about it. More or less, it's like I'm really looking forward to Treyarch, and just to play this World War II game, I'm probably gonna get to like 50,000 kills, if that, and be done with it. Because it's not gonna be really that exciting. It's gonna be okay to play. It's an average game. That's why I'm showing this video now. These are pretty much the same thing. MWR and World War II, pretty much the same slow-paced games. Nothing really exciting. Till next time, it's your boy Fizz. Peace, I'm out.